Welcome everyone to another episode of Cars LLC Garage Incorporated, or something like that. I'm doing a little quick review of this video I'm going to do. And for you guys who own this kind of vehicle, it's a Nissan Cube. This one is a 2015 model. So, a couple things. One, I was told by the customer it needed a hub bearing. Well, problem number one there with me, what I did honestly. I ended up buying the hub bearing, and when the customer dropped it off, guess what? No hub bearing noise in the front. Now I did one recently, but there was no hub bearing noise in the front. Tried driving it, didn't hear it, not grinding, nothing. Was lied to from a local place, so they probably didn't know what the difference is. They thought they heard the scraping noise was related, and they even said, oh, your wheels are going to fall off. Yeah, that's the typical scare tactic that you hear. So, no hub bearing noise, so I told her, nope, I gotta return the part because the hub bearing is not noisy. So, next thing she was asking me, how about my washer nozzle? Ever since I brought it in, it stopped working. Well, it turns out that the washer nozzle on the left-hand side is busted. The only place you can really get it from is from Nissan, and it costs about $45. Great job, fucking Nissan. I mean, like, great job. You spend cost a lot of money for a piece of plastic. Whatever. So I said, and then I told her what I heard was the scraping noise that she's hearing is actually either the right or left rear here. So there's some scrapage in here. This drum is very loose, and I asked her, have you ever got the brakes checked and adjusted? And she said no, she hasn't ever done that. When I can tell, because this thing is there's no resistance in this. There's a little bit of noise, but that's because of the rust that's in here. Now this what floors me. I was banging away already on this, and then I said, wait a minute, what the heck is going on? How come it's not popping out? And you could see right here, someone already did something here, and this tells me someone already went in here and adjusted it or something. So what I wanted to say is I was already banging on this thing thinking this is the typical drum that just pops off over the hub unit. No, it's not. What it is that there's an axle nut that's in here, and the whole thing is a floating drum. So that's something new, and I don't understand the purpose of that design because I don't remember the last time I ever did something like that, other than I think like a Chrysler minivan that was in the 80s. So why did they resort to going backwards? I don't understand Nissan in general. And with companies like this, it makes absolutely no sense in their engineering design. Really, it doesn't. And this is one of those companies I really would tell customers don't go after. Seriously. This is one manufacturer clearly doesn't have a clue what they're constructing and who they hire when they do it. So, yeah. So now I got to go in here. Again, it looks like somebody already was in there, because I can see the dentation right there. So someone tapped into it and popped it open. Must have did some adjustment, but it doesn't seem like there's not much adjustment. Now she makes a lot of trips, supposedly highway mileage and stuff. Now, and I was banging away this one in particular, and you can see there's some rust right here breaking off. So, so I gotta try to clean this area so she doesn't hear that noise. That's a problem about drums like this, because the contact where it rubs against the drum and the backing plate, if there's a rust ridge in there, it will cause a scrapage noise. And when I was able to turn sharply, I was able to hear that, but I think I heard it on the right rear side. So, yeah, so I'm going to do that for her, get that. See, I'm right hearing that. There it is. There's your scrapage right there. So maybe it's the left side. But either way, I'm going to look at both sides and adjust that. Clean it up, and hopefully it'll clear that noise out of there. But, like I said, it's just one of those things. I'm just looking right now, and I see it looks like the front pads look pretty good, even though you can't see it too well, but it looks pretty good. Small little ass, rotors. Well, it's a small light car. I mean, this thing is a really small car, and it fits their taste. For me, I wouldn't even buy a Nissan. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't do it. You wouldn't pay me to do it. And that's all I gotta say, and that's my rant for today.